Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already. It is a red button beneath me somewhere, and if you click on that, you'll be subscribed. There's also a white bell next to that, and if you click on that, you'll get an alert every time I upload new content. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That would make me very happy. Today's video is the 15th in a series where I am taking a look from the Rae Morris Makeup Masterclass book and am doing it with my own makeup collection, not buying anything new or different to add in, and obviously with my skin type and my skin tone and all those things. Today's look is called Apricot Sun. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, please keep watching. All right, step one, and she says, doing the eyes first, so don't worry about any eyeshadow fallout. You can clean this up afterwards before you apply your foundation. Prep the skin and eyelids, which I've already done with moisturizer and SPF. Apply lip balm to the lips now so that they're perfectly hydrated when you get to, quote, glossing them. So I'm going to use my By Terry Balm de Rose stick just to put a little bit of balm on my lips. I generally don't put on balm before I put on lipstick, really specifically because I put on a lot of balm at night. So my lips are pretty taken care of at night with what I'm using at night. Then we are heavily applying an apricot shimmer to the eyelid area. For that, I'm going to use Kiko 37. It's as apricot-y as I kind of have. It's, when I'm using a Real Techniques medium shadow brush for this. I have a lot of oranges, but yeah, that's pretty apricot, I guess. And it's shimmery. I haven't put on any kind of, I have an eye primer on, but it's translucent. I don't have a beige or like a white eye primer. So the color that's coming through is coming through against the backdrop of my lids. Okay, that's pretty done, I think. And then I've never seen this before. For this, I'll use a Real Techniques base shadow brush. The next step, this is step 2, is to apply a light wash of translucent powder to just above where I applied the pigment in step 1. This is to make blending easy. So I'm going to use some Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm applying it above where I applied the pigment. So just, I guess, a little bit above where that shimmer is. Do not know what I'm doing. We will see. We will see what happens. All right, so that's there. Oh, interesting. I read it wrong. Step 1 is to heavily apply apricot shimmer to the eyelid, not to the whole area. So, oops, but that's okay. I applied the apricot too high. All right, so then we are taking a light lavender color, not too light. It has to be violet that's darker than your skin tone, and using a shader brush, draw in a socket line and pull it out a little on the edge. So I think that what I was supposed to do is just bring the apricot up to like my lid and then apply the translucent above it. So I don't think I really needed to apply that. And for this, I'm going to use ColourPop Silver Lining and a Morphe E28. So I am drawing a socket line. Draw a socket line. So I'm not drawing it, I guess. I'm blending that into my crease. And then we're also pulling it out a little on the edge. So, okay. And then we are taking a fuchsia pink pencil. She used a lip pencil, and apply that to the lash line on the upper lid. For that, I'm going to use NYX Pinky, which is also a lip liner. I'll speed you through that. I'm just going to line my upper lids. All right, and then she's saying there's a note here. The colors should all blend softly into one another so that there are no heavy lines. Make sure you pick up a clean brush and blend. I'm going to use the one that I used with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and things are pretty well blended. I'm just going to soften up this line a little bit, but not too much. As I'm looking back at the picture, it does look like her lids are more apricot, so I'm going to go back in with that, the Kiko color, and just put it more on my lid so it's more pronounced there. In fact, because this is a wet and dry eyeshadow, I'm going to use some Fix Plus. Yeah, the Kiko shadows are specifically, I think they all are, but I know that the ones that I have the most of are specifically wet and dry. I just want to amp up the apricot on my lid a little bit. Yeah, that's better. And then I'll go back in with the pink pencil. Back in with some of the silver lining, just to bump up my crease a little bit. Yeah, all right, that's closer. She still looks a lot more lovely and delicate than I do, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back in with this. All right, now we're moving on to step 2, and we are cleaning up any fallout from under the eye. I don't really have any fallout happening here. And then using a brush, apply liquid foundation all over the skin and conceal where necessary. So I'm gonna use my CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous in 105 and a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I'll zoom you through this. And then for concealer, I will use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in Neutralizer and hit that under my eyes. I'm gonna do a little blending, and I'm actually gonna go in, because I'm gonna use a beauty sponge for something else. This is a beauty blender. Just gonna go in to kind of blend this out a little bit more. And she doesn't say anything about setting, but I'm gonna set my under eyes with some Bourjois rice powder, and just to set that down a little bit so I don't get all wrinkly during the day. All right, then we are applying a white pencil to the inner waterline of the eye. She says, note, if you have darker skin, I would suggest a cream shade in the inner eye, as white can just look too white, but I don't know. So I'm gonna use my OCC pencil in Feathered, and I've mentioned before, I think that they're out of business. I don't see them on any of the places that I used to see them, and that's a giant bummer. Maybe I'm hoping that they are just rebranding or doing something, but I hope that they're coming back. This pencil is amazing, and they have, yeah, just lip tars and a lot of stuff that they do well, so I hope that they're coming back. Then we are shading and contouring the forehead, temple, and cheekbone using a cream-based contouring product. I'm going to use my Fenty Matchstick in Amber. I'm not going to contour my forehead or my temple because they are not exposed because of my bangs. And then, feels a little dark, but go back in with this. This is the brush that I used for the foundation, just because it does seem a little bit dark to me. Then we are filling and defining brows using a brow shadow that matches your brow hair color. So for that, I'm going to use my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in Chocolate. Brow Powder Duo is difficult to say. I'm just gonna add a little bit of color. And I'm going into the middle. There's a lighter side and a darker side. And I'm kind of just going into the middle of the pan. So I'm not getting the dark and I'm not getting the light. I'm getting kind of a mixture. And this is a very soft, not defined brow look, which is kind of what is happening in this whole look. It's very soft. So brows are almost done. Are we good? All right, brows are done. Step 4, we are applying a light rose cream blush above your cheek contour line. And I'm going to, she's saying to apply it with a deluxe kabuki brush. I'm going to use Glossier Cloud Paint in Haze, and I'm going to use my beauty blender for that. I've just never had luck with cream products, and I mean, I suppose I use, cream products are new to me. And the idea of applying a cream blush with a brush, I mean, this is maybe more like a gel and less like a cream, but that's why I'm using a beauty sponge instead of a brush as directed. Then we are applying lots of black mascara to the top lashes only. This will lift the eye and make it look more cat-like. So for that, I'm gonna curl first, and then I'm gonna go in with my Dior Show mascara, and I'm actually not gonna do the next step, and I'll tell you why. The next step is to apply false lashes, and if you want to apply individual lashes, and I was actually ready to do that, but I'm not going to because the liner's pink, And all of the lashes that I have not too thick, but they do have some kind of a thick knotting on the lash line. And I don't want to mess this up with extra kind of black on there because the pink is hanging out. So I'm not going to do that. But I will do the last step. The very last step is to finish with a soft rose sheer lip shade. And I'm going to use NYX Beige. It's a Mega Shine lip gloss. I don't wear a lot of glosses, but this is not especially sheer, but I guess I can sheer it out a little bit more. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. A lot to do in the world, a lot to do on YouTube, and it means a lot that you spent some time with me today. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.